And we're back. Last time we went ahead and took out some pirates. Got ourselves... Did we get ourselves? Yeah, we got ourselves a nice light carrier. Ran out of supplies chasing some pirates, but... Well, what are you gonna do? Alright, so... I think... This time around... What are you guys? Smugglers... Attack fleet... Yeah, no. We're just gonna go ahead and head over to this pirate base and see about waiting for something reasonably worth attacking to come along. Now, if this light carrier doesn't work out, which I hope it does, I kind of want it to work out, we can always sell it and get something else. Checking out the digs. Can I actually enter this pirate base? Amazingly, I can. Well, let's see what's here. Shoot. Might be something worth getting. No. Nah, no. Alright, well, let's wait for some pirates to come along. Yeah, I spent all my money on supplies because I really needed supplies. Take a quick look at the intel, see what's up. Highly capable combat officer. Highly capable near Moors. Alright, where's Moors? Oh. Ho ho. This might work out. Let's see what's down here. Assuming the fleet isn't too large. We don't want to head anything really big. However, first I think I'll get some chump change attacking these scouts. Yeah, let's pursue these guys. Take them out. We're not going to deploy the carrier, though. I think we'll just deploy my frigate. Shit. Freaking asteroids. Yeah, this wolf got nothing on me. Continue to chase me, yes. Okay, that kind of hurt a little bit. Back up. Yeah, go right back at him. No, you're not allowed to run. Alright, let's go kill the other ship. He's coming towards us, alright. Launch off a pair of missiles. No, you're not allowed to run. And we have gotten ourselves some money. 3,000 credits per ship, that's 6,000 credits of spending cash. Not including whatever I get from selling all this junk. Hold on a second. Where did you go? Aw. Looks like he left. Damn. And a large fleet. Yeah, I'm not doing large fleets. No, sir. Character points. Spend something on this. Let's see. Participation rate. Okay, I'll go ahead and add to that. Oh, what are you? Pirate Scout? Nah, no, not yet. Yeah, Starsector. This game's in its relative infancy, but I am greatly enjoying it. I would say it's definitely worth the money. It's supposedly going to include an element of empire building later on. It's also going to have a more fleshed out combat system. There's going to be so I probably attacked the ship after the bounty was over. And the bounties tend to cycle around so that they end and then they restart, depending on if the system needs it or not. Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, no, the game is highly moddable. It actually already has mods out for it, which is really nice. And I can't buy any of these, even though I'd really like to. Maybe another Wolf class frigate? Food for thought there. You know what? How much can I sell you for? 9,000? Still not enough. Damn. Well, make do with the carrier for the time being. It still has something for it. You guys I want to kill, though. Maximum burn of 3. Looks like they got a Lancer class and a Cerberus. Cerberuses are usually armed with some pretty nasty cannons, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go with just the Wolf again this time around. Capture the day, looks like it's a Wolf. Oh, he's down. Or, Wolf, jeez, Cerberus. Looks like he's damaged. Next is the Lasher. Now, this sucker's still fully operational. Looks like he's got a pair of harpoons. The usual AI loadout for these things. Let's go after him. Back off. Oh, wait, we got a flame out. This is good. Go. The Wolf class is such an effective ship if it's used correctly. It's a very good starter ship. Very good. Alright. I get a bounty. I better have gotten a bounty. Damn. Looks like I got no bounties going on right now. This is where it tends to suck being a bounty hunter, because then this happens and suddenly there's nothing giving you money for all your efforts. Okay. The capable combat officer. Looks like we're going to Arcadia. Certain systems will have abandoned stations like these around. These are basically places you can store stuff that you don't want to sell, or pay for storage at a station like this. It's nothing really major. Unless you're RPing hard. No, your guys are funny. Okay, where's Arcadia? There's Arcadia. Let's go deal with that. I would consider that if there wasn't a hammerhead there. Hammerheads are nasty customers. Wait, suddenly, guess what? Bounty's back. Well, first let's go see what this combat officer has for a fleet. About getting that done. I do like how the the avatars of the ships tend to float around like this. Okay, I want to go for, yeah, this. Now, it doesn't... I don't know what kind of ships they have. I am not sure I can take that. Really not sure. It's not so much that I'm worried about the hounds. Oh, wait, here we go. No, no, there we go. There we go. There, no, 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 this is good. This is good. This is good. Perfect, perfect. Bingo. That's what I was waiting for. I was on the fence before, and now I'm not. Let's do this shit. You gonna stick with me. And let's see how this goes. Fortunately, you our prime target. This is going to be a pretty big bounty considering. Damn it. I hate them when they have those freaking bolts that can't come back. Numbers tend to work too because we got those flat grounds. This sucker's dead. We got this. Where'd the other little bastard go? Ah, he's over here. Alright, let's go kill him. 10,000 credits in the bag when I get this thing. Winning. That's 10,000 credits right in the bag. Let's take all. Go sell it here. Oh, I better get that armada. I better get that armada. Crap. Yes. 20,000 credits. This is the kind of thing you usually want to do, is you want to wait for a hedge money patrol or whatever the local system police is to go ahead and thin them out for you, and then suddenly, this was a freaking big armada before. It had a couple of destroyers, it had this lasher and the frigate. Now it's got just the green crew and, well, pretty much nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong, the lasher class can still be a nasty customer, but this guy's not only damaged, he's alone. That is payday. Just gonna go ahead and take all that. Yay. I have gained many monies. Go ahead and trade some personnel. Sell all this shiznit. Okay, we got the second payment hasn't applied yet, so we're just gonna go and let it do that real quick. Come on. I earned the money. Unless, of course, the officer in question... There we go! Okay, what to spend this on? What to spend this on? I dare say we're going to throw it towards this, up the logistics a little bit, and get some extra ordnance? I don't really care that much about advanced turret gyros. Certain ships have really slow turret traverse, but for the most part you don't need to worry about that, especially if you're controlling it. I think what I'll do is work on computer systems. Integrated point... Of course I can't actually mouse over it. The integrated point defense AI is actually very nice. Integrated targeting unit, that increases the range of your guns. Oh, freaking cough. Swear. It's a good thing to have if you can fit it on. I recommend getting blast doors on every ship you purchase, with the possible exception of cargo ships. Cargo ships aren't even supposed to be in the fight in the first place, and if you've got them in the fight, well, there's something wrong there. Cargo ships, you usually want to get something else, maybe auxiliary thrusters help them run away better, something like that. Let's see what's available here. Hound, I'm not going to get it at this point, just really no point. I really don't know why tugs are this expensive. Let's see what the military has to offer. Oh, I can get strike craft. Now that is interesting. I can also get an additional lasher, possibly. What I think I'm going to do... Talons are pretty freaking weak. You need a lot of these to actually make them worth their cost. I think these are a little bit too expensive for what they give you. You get 4 per squadron, but I mean, just read the description there, and it doesn't lie. Let's just put it that way. Now, Piranhas, on the other hand, these are pretty much bombers in the strictest sense. They dump bombs in a massive cloud and hope they hit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just not buy anything right now. See what's available. Now it's just going in mid for the warp jump. Yeah, that's all done. And large fleet, highly capable. Both of them are in Corvus, which means good paydays if I manage to get those. Let's just go ahead and get back to Corvus, see what I can nab. So yeah, this game is deceptively simple. I would say that it is definitely worth your time and money. I have put quite a few hours into this, though they've been dropping off with how much I play out each update. The most recent update was very thin, and, well, I stopped playing after I got this massive fleet that was capable of basically killing anything and everything. Now, this update has made things very interesting with the addition of economics, the bounty hunting system, the news system that you see right here, that sort of thing. Oh, one moment. Freaking cough, I swear. Alright, let's just go ahead and dump out here, see where they are. Oh, of course, they're right next to each other. That would be way too easy if they weren't. So let's see what they can offer in terms of a fight. Oh, wait first. Let's see if we can maybe get you. 4 to 5. They go on the same speed as me. Let's hope I can catch these guys. Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to catch them, but maybe catch them before they land on a planet or something. Oh, well, wish granted. Somewhat. Come on, guys. Yes, just what I was hoping for. Let's go ahead and kick their ass. Deploy everything. I'm gonna let my carrier handle itself. I am so glad I purchased that thing with its pylons. Now, this thing is gonna be a problem. I'm gonna go try a couple salamanders and see what I can do. He has ion cannons. That is a problem. Substantially easier. Let's go find the other ship. Who's running? Naturally. No, he's not. He's running towards me. Running towards the sound of gunfire. Yeah, you asked for that. It's a nice 1-2 punch having the carrier with its LRMs. I get close, distract them. And then the LRMs suddenly come in out of freaking nowhere and bash him in the face. No, we're not going to bother with that. So yeah, being a bounty hunter tends to be a bit of a risky proposition. You can have long dry periods where there are just no bounties all posted, or the bounties currently available are way above your pay grade, so to speak, or you can have periods where you'll just completely wreck everything. Anticipation, don't care about that. Do care about something up here, though. Automated repair unit. I tend not to bother with that, since if you need to use that, you're typically doing something wrong. I'm gonna go with reducing engine damage. Becoming a free-floating hunk of metal tends to be a bad thing in the middle of a fight. Oh, customs inspection. These things suck. They basically take your money, and if you reject them, they don't like you. Yes, scan away. Oh look, I have to pay a toll because that's great. Sure, why not? I mean, it's a pittance, but when you're hurting for money, it sucks. Fortunately, I'm not hurting yet until I make some highly inadvisable purchase of some sort. Just for future notice, I am pressing Control and clicking on those things to move them all over. Shift allows you to do a sort of drag select on your mounts. I'm I'm gonna see what's new. Supply fleets will bring in new ships for you to purchase. The open market can change. But none of this is really worth my time. Let's see what the black market's got. It's got a hammerhead, but that's a decommissioned one. I'm not going to bother with that. Unless I'm desperate. And for the Sunder. Sunders are apparently technologically advanced, but they're fairly fragile. I actually have never used them before, but I'm not terribly keen on the whole fragile angle. Attack fleet. No, great. Alright, let's go see what LeBlanc's Armada has for us. One moment. Ah, jeez. Scout. Yeah, no, we're not gonna bother with that. Let's see. Fortunately, I've got the supplies to go out for this kind of distance. Now, you got to keep an eye on this thing. If you have more than 2 ships, I'd say, it can go down fast. And as the game will tell you, every time you finish a fight, your consumption goes up depending on how much damage you have, how much ammunition you've expended, and it can hurt you. I kind of want to do that, and I kind of don't. The destroyer will mess me up. I know this for a fact. Let's see what these pirate raiders have. Oh goody, a Steam message that I can't check right now. I should probably start doing the whole "I'm busy" indication. That's assuming this audio is recording at all. I'm actually not sure if it is. Yeah, okay. Music's kind of nice. I wish there was more variety for the travel music, but this game's still an alpha. I mean, what are you gonna do? Okay, a lot of frigates. I'm going to actually save before I try this, and we'll see what happens. Okay, here we go. Time to be a bit more ballsy than we probably should be. Don't bother opening a comlink with any pirates. They'll usually give you the same line, and if your fleet is massively overpowered compared to them, they'll try to deploy the WIMP line, which it's just predictable. The narration in the game does have potential, though. Holy crap, there's a lot of ships here. Most of them are decommissioned, thank goodness, but, I mean... Oh, good, that just took out his guns. How many ships are going to be dead here in a second? Thank goodness. Holy crap. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. Hey! Alright, that was better than I thought it would be. Hounds can be nasty little bastards. And unfortunately, my carrier's having a bad day. Let's see about finishing this little guy off. If my carrier dies, I'm gonna be sad about it, but I'm not gonna cry over it. Crap. Carrier is somehow holding her own. I'm kind of glad about that. Alright, getting close again. Yeah, you like them apples? Yeah, I'm stuck on them. Lasers. Yeah. Yeah, you like that? Ah. Let's go and vent real quick and then go after this little bastard. Oh, hell no. Damn it. Crap. Alright, well, let's go ahead and send Carrier's messed up. He's probably not going to survive by the time I get there, but I can still try. Battles in this tend to take place fairly quickly, but then they can also turn into something like this, where everything is scattered all over to hell and back, and it's just running from one place to the next. Now, apparently my carrier's... No, my carrier's about to die. Damn. Well, this is what I get for trying to be ballsy. Oh, whoa, whoa, hello. She might not be dead. Oh, she's dead. Right when I get there, too. That's... Well, there's always a chance that the crew could revive, for lack of a better word, the ship and get operational again. Yay! Yeah, you did suck up. Oh, in the end, I lost carrier. That's sad, but it was still payday. Oh, hello. Tanker retreated, and that's right, that freaking Lasher did too. Alright, let's go ahead and kill him. No move to pursue. Oh, of course I would pick that option. Damn. Hey, hello. I think my guy actually did manage to hold on to the... Hey, what do you know? Carrier got revived somehow. I don't even know how it's still alive. I need to really take it back and go actually get it fixed. Yeah, see, there's that consumption increase I'm talking about. That's going to last for quite a while in this case. Where's my crew under strength, you say, huh? Okay. Wish I could give logistical priority, but unfortunately I can't. How many of these guys? I'm gonna just try and take these guys out. They're traveling slower than me because I had tanker, and I can still kill them with my wolf. Oh, speaking of the wolf class, I forgot to rename the stupid thing. The name is not what I want. Yeah, no, carrier's going on the sidelines in this. Excuse me. So yeah, I gambled and somehow didn't lose the carrier, even though it blew up, and what you can obviously see was a rather magnificent explosion. Yeah, that does tend to happen with these salamanders quite often. This one's so nice because they do not generate flux, or much of it, I should say, when they fire, but they're limited in supply. Depending on what you have, if you have a pod launcher, they will go through, they tend to have quite a bit of ammunition. Of course. Oh, shit. Shit. Best I could do was spread out the damage in that case. Yeah, you're not getting away. You scratched my ship. Yeah, that's right. Where did that tanker go? No, 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 you're not getting deployed. This is just a tanker. Shouldn't have much of a problem. Unless, of course, my engine happens to decide it wants to cut out. Freaking engines are cut out. This tends to happen when you're at low combat readiness. The most often problem will be that the engines will just start cutting out, but... Or, yeah, but this is critical, so... Damn. Free floating, freaking tanker's gonna get away. Damn. I might as well let it get away. I mean, I'm not gonna really get much off killing it. It's an easy kill, but at the same time, what am I gonna do? The ship's traveling too slow with this bum engine. models aren't terribly good from up close, but they suffice for when you're looking at your ships from a distance. One moment. Freaking cough, I don't know. What is it? It is. It is. God, proper English. I'm just gonna go ahead and sit here and wait for the ship to escape and then go get myself fixed up. Because I got money! Yep, there we go. Take everything. Get to that station and sell stuff. Oh, where's my funds at? Yeah, 38,000. So, risky, but it paid off. As you can see, repairs are proceeding quite nicely, but they're sucking up a lot of supplies. This is going to be costly in terms of resupply. Because supplies are not cheap. No, I don't care about all that. Okay, that's right, I need more crew as well. Quite a few of them, actually, considering the ship got blown up last time. How many? Okay, sure. I'd like to get experienced crew when I can. It does pay off. Should be good. Wait, no, I'm not gonna do that. I need. There we go. I need supplies as well. Just for note, I am pressing and holding shift and just left clicking individually. That way it gets all done. Oh god, that cost me a lot of supplies. Great, gotta spend more money. Yay. Oh well, it's the cost of maintaining a fleet. So yeah, this game can be a little bit unforgiving when it comes to logistical management, but it pays off if you know what you're doing. Or if you learn quickly, there's always that. And there's absolutely nothing new here worth getting. Oh, I could get another wolf class. Actually not a half bad idea. Maybe a lasher? Could sell that. Could. I mean, the carrier's been nice, but it's thinking that buying another wolf would be a good idea. I think I'm gonna sell this one. Oh wait, hold on. Cargo capacity is also an issue here. The carrier is providing me quite a bit of cargo capacity, so I need to be considerate of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, because even if I buy one of these, I'm going to have issues outfitting it. I'm going to see what bounties are available. Fortunately, there's one here. Unfortunately, she commands a large fleet. Somnus, you say. Somnus is this one down here. What is down here? Berg's Raiders. Oh good, there's two of them again. That's just what I needed. Let's go see what's down there. Unfortunately, hegemony patrols usually don't go down to this planetoid, or Mars for that matter. Yeah, I know, I want to pronounce that Mars when I first saw it as well. So what that means is that I am left to deal with what's down here on my own. And they don't like to leave the planet either. They'll stick with it. They'll follow you for a little bit, and then they'll be just like, nah, no, you have to come to us. So we shall see what is available down here for me to kill. transit times in this can be a bit on the dull side and on the long side as well. But when you get there... That's right, I ran into these guys previously, didn't I? Oh, boy. I want to go for this one because Cerberus class freighters aren't exactly hard to kill. The Wolf class is going to be a problem. The Destroyer is what I'm most worried about. But boy, that bounty. What I'm going to do is save it. Because if I all F4, like, you know, a bitch, and then come back in, I will then be able to start from that save. We're going to go for you, because you don't have starfighters. Somebody is having a bad time down below. Jeez. You heard that too? Yeah, it sounded like it was underneath us. I say totally. Yeah, I know. I felt it in my feet. It was like bump and yelling. I got through my headset. Jeez. And here we go, I say, after being totally unprofessional and breaking the proverbial fourth wall. Hey, who cares about being professional? This is freaking YouTube. Oh joy, here we go. I'm gonna let my tactical lasers deal with this. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. That's bad. Okay. Really? That's okay, good. How's my carrier doing? Carrier's actually not doing that bad. I'm wondering where the hammerhead is. That's my biggest worry here. Holy crap, that freaking ion cannon is doing work. This is like watching two ninjas try to battle each other. Cerberus retreated. That is good. Thank God. Less ships have to deal with it better. I'm trying to whittle him down through attrition here. Looks like the hammerhead's being captained by the person I'm trying to kill, which means that it's going to come in last. Which is fortunate for me, because it means I won't have to deal with them all at once. That would be killer. There we go. Engine's disabled. I can do whatever the hell I want with them. Again, the gravity beam is not actually that good at killing hull. It's designed to kill shields. Yeah. Okay, there must be something else floating around here. Somewhere. Just a delay in finishing the game. Oh, there. Never mind. There's the hammerhead, and I'm all out of salamanders. That's just what I needed. Crap. And he's got harpoons as well. Okay, then. This just got interesting. I might have to retreat so I can reload. Oh, crap. Wow. Okay, yeah. Oof. Fucking Arbalists, man. What are you doing? I want you to attack him, please. Thank you. Just follow the leader. Come on. Come on. I really hope my carrier opens up with its our M's at some point. Oh, Jesus. I really don't know what to do here. His arbalists are essentially the same range as my... Never mind, he's probably just out of range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just... Yeah, this is going to take a while. Yeah, I got nothing better to do here. Why is my carrier not opening up with his missiles? He's probably out of missiles, isn't he? Wouldn't be the first time. Oh, crap. Okay. The ship has a slower traverse rate, so I might be able to get around behind. Hopefully. God, I hope. Nope, not quite yet. Barely survived that. Fortunately, he's out of harpoons now, which is like, whew. Okay. What to do, I wonder. Bring carriers out of missiles, isn't he? Great. It's gonna be all me. That's what I didn't want. I am contemplating a quick retreat here so I can re-equip some missiles. But that means he'll be in the same boat, and those point defense lasers tend to... They do tend to rearm. What am I saying, rearm? Christ, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. The point defense lasers are good at killing missiles, which is what they're supposed to do, naturally. Okay, this is good. Very, very good. I just gotta keep this up for the next however long it takes for we can actually die. Is it a her? I'm probably saying him, but it's supposed to be a her. I don't really care at this point. He or she is a bastard. That's right. Great rapport. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you kill a hammerhead destroyer with essentially nothing other than a few lasers. Of course, I was pretty much desperate in that, but hey, whatever. Pursue them. I deploy everything, and we're gonna kill this freaking thing. Yes, I realize that I have low combat readiness. It sucks. Fire everything. No survivors. We'll call that the life pod for the supposed admiral of the fleet or whatever. And that's 10,000 credits for me. Well earned. Time to get the hell out of Dodge before that other guy comes along. Oh, yes, so much money. I am now a rich person. Let's go ahead and see about seeing what to add to my skill sets. I'm thinking that faster repairs is arguably something to go for, but I don't think I need to, not necessarily. I think I'm going to go for additional weapon and laser, ballistic, whatever you want to call it, damage. As you can see, there are various perks to getting a certain level in these skill trees. For example, with the ballistics, or ordnance expertise as it's called, level 5 gives you 50% ballistic and energy projectile speed. Basically it means pulse lasers travel 50% faster and ballistic rounds travel 50% faster. This is actually a really good thing because it means you have to leave the target less and that you can hit the target more than you would otherwise be able to. Especially if it's something like, say, a lasher, which likes to strafe back left and right and make itself otherwise very hard to hit. I said otherwise twice. That's great on me. Fantastic. 20,000 credit bounty. Now that... What have we got? Deadly Freeman. Large fleet. Nope, not happening. Because that large fleet for 20,000, probably freaking big. Let's go get some new stuff. Grab my ships. Thank goodness it doesn't take my freaking money. Let's see what's available. Hegemony military. Now, I can get an enforcer, but and that's the destroyer right up here. But I am not a huge fan of these things, and here's why. Burn drive is nice, but it basically makes you go straight forward really, really quickly. It's not very good for maneuvering in a fight. And that's what you want something like, I don't know, maneuvering jets for. I personally prefer the bigger cousin to this one, the light cruiser. It's the, I can't remember if it's designated as just a cruiser or a heavy cruiser. Either way, I prefer the bigger brother to this class of ship. Unfortunately, they don't have any in stock. Instead, they go straight from light cruiser to battleship, which, I mean, these things are deadly. But I am not going to go for an enforcer. Instead, I think I'm going to go for... Not you. Something here. I might go for some bombers. Bombers would be a really good thing now that I think about it. Either that or broadswords. Broadswords tend to be pretty good. Light machine guns, huh? I think I will go ahead and get a bomber wing. Since I have a carrier, and having a carrier with no fighters service, well, there's really no point behind that. Now, is there? Now, I have enough crew, don't I? No, I'm just short. Fortunately, some are available. There we go. So, I got myself some bombers now. I am not going to get the broadswords just yet, mainly because I only have one flight deck, and also because I do not want the extra supply strain. Now, sells all this. Take a quick look at my fleet and see what I can refit on you. Let's see. Island LRMs. The Harpoon MRM pod here, if you look at this, it has 12 missiles for ammunition. That's good. Pods are very good. Instead of having, where is it? Harpoon MRMs here. You see it only has 3 missiles. That's because it actually has only 3 missiles right on the rack there. The pod, on the other hand, well, it has a reload time and only has 2 missiles per salvo, but would you ever rather have the extra 12 rounds, or would you rather have just the 3? Me personally, I'd rather go for the reload. And the single ones just don't even bother. I mean, unless you have an absurdly small ship or you're just getting into the bounty hunting or combat business, don't even bother. Typhoon Reapers, you've seen how easily the MRMs get shot out of the sky. I would not recommend getting one of these because it only has 1 missile. 1 missile, and it's not even guided. It's a dumbfire. Just no point. I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Get myself some Vulcans. Naturally, I'm going to go ahead and get some blast doors because I love these things. I'm going to even out the capacitors and vents. And groups. Yeah, that's pretty much nothing to bother with there. I'm going to go ahead and check on this, and I'm going to rename this thing. I just... no. What should we name you? I am thinking that we should name this ship something. I got it. Let's name it Mother Hen. Yeah, let's do that. I was going to even out the vents and the capacitors, and by even out I mean have the same number, apparently. I already have blast doors. Armored weapon mounts, I would not advise this, mainly because it reduces the turn rate of the turrets, which is not necessarily a good thing. I mean, it does increase the ship's armor, but I don't think it does it by enough to warrant the reduced turn rates. The increased weapon durability is nice, though. Hardened subsystems, I would get this every time if I could. But I don't. Unstable injectors, I never bother with this. 4 times damage to engines. Just no. I mean, it's bad enough when your engines flame out to begin with, but if they, I mean, 4 times damage? Oh, God. Unless you're an expert at this game, I just do not recommend it. Alright, so, with our fleet now available, I think it's time we went after LeBlanc's Armada. This is probably a very poor choice, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because we got skills. How long have I been putting this video up for? Oh god, I've been playing this for a while now, haven't I? Probably better wrap this up soon. I'm thinking that the culmination of LeBlanc's destruction... Never mind! LeBlanc is no longer available. Okay, who else is new? I think the next dude I kill is going to be pretty much the end of this. Let's go and kill some random pirate gang or something. Scouts. Really? There's that many scouts there? Jesus. I think going after an attack fleet is a better idea. Now then, like I said, piranhas. Very versatile little bombers. I like these things. They dumbfire a whole bunch of bombs, and they have swarmer missiles. Swarmer missiles are basically guided SRMs. Ooh, got a burp there. Excuse me. They're guided SRMs designed to deal with fighters, but they like to fire them off against capital ships as well when they get the chance. And enough of them shooting at a single ship can actually do quite a bit of damage. They're very small missiles, though, best used against fighters. I don't tend to use them unless I'm using a very large ship. Mostly because I like to let my point defense handle fighters. By point defense, I mean Vulcans, flag cannons. Flag cannons are very nice. Short range, but nice. Oh, one moment. Freaking cough, I swear. How many are you? Sure, you know what? Let's go kill these guys. Come here, bitch. You're not getting away. Come here. You better run. Yeah. Let's kill some pirates. Deploy everything. Now, I should note that having only one flight deck and, say, 2 squadrons of strike craft does not mean that you cannot deploy one of the 2 squadrons. It basically means that you can only service 1 strike craft at a time. Holy crap, wow, they just came in straight in. Oh, that's wise. I will happily murderize your servers here. Yeah, that's one of the problems with piranhas, is they tend to be kind of slow. Freaking phase, I swear. Alright, on to the next victim. Damn it, I swear. Fortunately, he hasn't actually killed him yet. Yeah, that's the problem with having bombers. They can get shot up if they fast enough. By fast enough, I mean... There we go. Oh, hold on. Okay, that's new. Okay, so, I didn't actually notice this, but... piranhas used to have swarmer missile launchers. They switched that out apparently with a light machine gun. That's new. Completely disregard what I said about the swarmer missiles. I mean, except for the information on how to use them or what to use them for. But yeah, piranhas fighters don't have them anymore. That's quite a development, actually. I'm gonna let my bombers take care of this while I just observe, just to give you an idea of what these guys do. Assuming the LRMs don't kill at first. I mean, as you can see, these bombers are freaking slow as hell. But when they hit hard. Second. Okay, yeah, so the LRMs aren't going to actually do anything. The point defense is having a field day. Vulcan cannons are the best straight-up ballistic point defense you can get short of a flag cannon. If you're looking for something to fill in a small ballistic slot, I would not recommend anything other than Vulcan cannon, mainly because their point defense capabilities are phenomenal. Now, are these fighters ever going to catch up? I might have to disable this guy's engines. No, no, no. Yeah, that's the Swarmer missile launcher right there in the front right. There we go, nice flame out. Let my bombers deal with that. Yeah, as you can see, they do just hits and damage. Flame out, I swear to God, are they just littering? At some point later on, I'll show you in a large battle what these guys actually do. Until then, I'm going to happily murderize this tanker and get payday. Okay, now, there are pros and cons to doing a boarding task force. I probably mentioned this in the last video, but I might as well reiterate here. These things can blow up in your face. And I find that they more often than not have a tendency to do just that when you try to do a boarding task force. Now, there are two ways you can do a boarding task force, and I guess I'm not going to demonstrate because I don't have Marines. But you can do a task force where you actually make a hard seal with the ship. That is where you run the biggest risk of getting a self-destruct to the face. Or you can launch your Marines, presumably. Why would you send crew across to do a Marine's job? You can have Marines do a space jump, where they, instead of the ship being here and they just go over, the ship's over here and they jump over here. You can see the problem with that if the engines magically come online, which they also tend to have happen. So I more often than not just have my guys shoot at it more until it is sufficiently dead. As you can see here, they did it properly, and then pick through the salvage. Damn it, I just screwed myself out of some salvage there, but I don't care because money. Salvage is nice, but it doesn't pay as much as it used to. Okay, we are going to go for that, because I really like not having my engines take as much damage. Powered attack fleet, I wonder what these guys have for something. What have you guys got? Basically the same exact thing that I dealt with last time. I mean, this is like free money here. I think I'll go for these guys. Who I totally missed because I am a retard. Alright, these guys instead. I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video after I finish off these dudes. Okay then. So, once again, I'm gonna let my bombers hopefully show off what they can do. Carrier's gonna go at it with that LRM launcher. Hello! Captain in your face here. Oh, hello. Ooh, freaking flame out. About damn time. I'm starting to murderize this sucker. Alright, now hopefully my bombers are doing their stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and tell my ship here to go on autopilot and see what happens. There they make some passive. Come on guys, so you're supposed to actually bomb something. I bought you for a reason. I swear. You guys attack him. Hopefully they'll do what I want them to do. Come on, guys. Come on. I don't know what's up with this. They used to be so much more effective. Now they're just kind of derping. Hard. I mean, really hard. Oh well, I might as well show off what I'm talking about with the flight deck. As you can see, more than 3 bombers have showed up by now. That's because they keep respawning from here. Alright, let's see. Might as well go back and finish off this Lancer. Oh wait, it's already dead. Long-range missiles, am I right? Oh, at some point I'll get to show you what the piranha does. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this final tanker and then call it a day. What? Oh, God. Come here. No, 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 you're not getting away from me. Yeah, missiles right up this here kilt. Gonna knock out the shield, force them to bring him down. I kinda wish tankers had bigger explosions. I mean, they're a freaking tanker. They should be blowing up, not blowing up like everything else. Alright, with that, I think I'm gonna call it good. Just gonna make it over to the station so I have an actual place to start next time. Mother Hen. I kind of like that ship name. It's sufficiently underwhelming for a ship that's so far been slaughtering pretty much everything that comes along with the help of some extremely underwhelming bombers and a carrier that's been pulling more weight than it probably should. So you can usually tell if a ship is later generation by its exhaust trail. My Wolf class is, I'm going to call it 3rd generation since I actually don't know how the system works in this game, because it has the blue exhaust. And these ships, the fighters and the carrier, are 1st gen. The game describes it in the text, and I'll probably show it to you at some point or another when I'm bored, but basically you can tell that it's 1st generation because the exhaust trail is like an orangish yellow. Gold. Yeah, that's the right word. That's kind of the layman's guide to telling the difference between old and new in this game. Also, old tends to be cheaper to not only maintain, but purchase. Ooh. Just gotta see real quick what's available up here. I can buy a hammerhead. I actually just might do that. Oh, Thunders. These guys are nice. They come with a single harpoon MRM, swarmer SRMs, and a freaking ion cannon. They are worth the money. They only also come in 2s, but I mean, I love these guys so much. So what I think I'm gonna do is, because the fighters I have proven to be sufficiently underwhelming. Bombers, damn it, not fighters, what am I saying? Strikecraft, there's a sufficiently neutral term. I'm gonna sell them and buy myself some nice Thunder multi-role fighters because these guys are badasses. Hopefully, yeah, see, replacement chassis. So basically, each fighter, I shouldn't say each fighter, there are 7 replacement fighters for the squadron. When they run out, the fighter just retreats. You don't actually lose the entire thing. However, if the carrier dies, it's gone, period. Alright, so that done, I am going to call it good. I'm going to try and save up for more and buy myself a hammerhead, because hammerheads are nice if you use them right. It's actually a good thing. I'm going to just see real quick. They only have the one assault chain gun. Assault chain guns are best used with hammerheads because they have relentless rate of fire, they don't generate too much flux, and they're just kind of cool. It's like having twin oversized chain guns mounted on each wing of your ship or something like that. No, they don't have any arbalists. Alright, anyway, gonna sell all this. Never mind, I'm gonna buy these 2 for when I inevitably buy a hammerhead. And I'm gonna call it good here. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this second video and what's possibly going to become a series. I mean, I kind of suck at doing the YouTubes, so you never know. I'll probably upload this a few days after I actually recorded it, because I'm lazy like that. And yeah, have a great day.